Good afternoon. I have a couple things that are on my mind, so I'm gonna just let it rock. One of the things that I was thinking about while I'm sitting outside today is when I was in graduate school, my professor, he taught ethics and he taught multicultural counseling. Right now, I didn't have him for multicultural counseling, but he also taught that. And a lot of things are significant to me, or more significant. I was 26 when I started graduate school. I'm 44. I'll be 45 in September. So I just, think differently, and I'm more mature. I'm more responsible, and the legal and ethical implications associated with clinical work just become more and more important to me as I get older and as my personal and my professional experiences changes. So that's the first part of my message. Just always being aware of your wheelhouse and making sure you stay in the correct boundaries in all senses of those words to keep yourself safe. The second part, which is, sometimes for me the most important thing, because I'm just like that. Like 22 is my number. So twos are significant. But he would say in our legal and ethical class, true diversity is not just a mix of different types of people, like different races, different classes, different religions, different ethnicities. True diversity is understanding and respecting those differences. And given the climate and culture of our country specifically, and the history with, the things that I just mentioned, I think it is highly important to, kind of just reintroduce that concept of multiculturalism and diversity. Understanding and respecting, and in all caps, respecting differences, and trying to find a way that we can coexist. There are people that are going to resonate with what I say because they're clinicians, they're African American, they're women. We fall into multiple boxes, which means we should be more relatable, not less. Could be a victim of trauma, could be a single mother. There are things that just resonate with other people if we could get past this. It is important. I pride myself on my strength and my wisdom associated with being specifically a Black woman. And it's very important to me to represent us well, to talk about our struggles, but to also talk about our strength and our success. And that's what I'm using my voice for whoever watches these videos. So that's the first part of what I was thinking about. I've been talking about, my connection to my ancestors, and thinking about my African and my indigenous ancestors, and giving back to the earth, and only taking what you need, those sorts of things. Respecting the voice of children as like an authority, learning that we can get guidance from them. But I was watching a podcast, and they talked about like AI being ancestral intelligence, and how we talk about our pain, right? But we should be talking about our power. Our ancestors had a lot of strength. They had perseverance. They had resiliency. And when we talk about epigenetics and our DNA and the things that are encoded in it, pain and struggle are not the only things that are encoded in our DNA. Perseverance, wisdom, and resiliency is. I helped my ancestors heal, and they helped me grow. And I think it's a fair exchange. We connect in nature. When I come outside, I can hear them whispering to me, saying that they're proud of me, especially for the woman and the mother that I became, because that's the generational wounds and patterns I'm breaking in our family. Knowing how to love a child appropriately. Knowing how to put myself first in a way that doesn't make anyone feel neglected or have the audacity to say I'm being selfish. Using my voice to advocate not only for myself, but for everybody that crosses my path. I want us to think about like Harlem Renaissance. I want us to think about all the times that we created something, whether we got credit for it or not, as people of color specifically, given the climate and culture of our country, right? I want us to start thinking about where we come from, as deeply rooted as you can go, as far back as you can go, and understand who you are, why you are, and what you've been tasked to do, not just for your family, but for our society. You have the ability to take everything that's happened to you and turn it into something creative. I use my voice. I'm not a singer. I am a human oracle. Think about the Matrix. You know what I mean? I'm here to be an orator. I'm here to tell stories. I'm here to use my experiences to help other people grow, to be the ultimate divine mother archetype and show you that you don't have to go through certain things to understand the impact of them, to help you avoid traps, to help you avoid losses and trauma, so that you can build and be successful. And should these things happen to you, unfortunately, because of whatever circumstance you find yourself in, I'm here specifically to help you navigate your way out of it. We are all superheroes because our powers are not the things that we see on TV. Our powers are sensitivity, vulnerability, the ability to communicate, acknowledging that these things happen and learning how to grow and be healthy. Be better than the ones who came before us, but have respect and pay homage to them, because their struggle and sacrifice came at a cost that they were willing to pay for us to be better. We are supposed to be united. We are supposed to be a community of different types of people. That's what makes us beautiful. That's what makes us special. Make good choices. Align with those who have good intentions. They don't have to be like-minded as far as doing things the way that you would do them, but you should have similar goals. You should be able to understand who is for you and who is not. Detach, disconnect, disassociate as you see fit, and always remember that there is wisdom in those bones. There is power in the pain and the struggle and the sacrifice. You have a lot of untapped potential. You have an amazing wealth of knowledge, and it's inside of you. You came here with it. It's time for you to unlock. It's time for you to unload in an appropriate way. And it's time for you to be your best. And as long as you try to do that every day, you will get there. Patience is a key, and paying attention to who you are around, who is influencing your thoughts and actions, and who holds you accountable when you're not doing the right thing. So again, I keep saying, I know everybody does not have a long attention span. Sometimes people just don't want to be bothered, but there's power in these messages, and it's going to be who it's going to be for, and it's going to reach who it's supposed to reach. And I hope that you have 8 minutes. Dougie Fresh, 6 minutes. 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh. I'm sorry. I like to have fun. I like to joke. I like to just, be. And I'm myself. And that's the other message for today. Be authentic. Be yourself. As long as you're true to you, as long as you do the right things, you will be successful. Take care of yourself. Have a great day. And again, make good choices. Be amazing today.